Hello, so I want to come and give my update for the last week. I, um, I'm a little bit behind these videos, so you're gonna get a lot of videos in a short period of time. But I did want to say, and I don't know what week this is, and I'll pop it up on the screen. But last week I ended at 251.2. And then this week I weighed in at 249.2, which is a rounded 2.0 pounds, making a total of 9 pounds down. Um, and definitely that's progress. I am doing a lot of thought work around the number. So if you are in PNP, you know that you have a Hello Scale worksheet that you do every week and a weekly assessment. And my Hello Scale, which is you talk about your weigh in and you talk about the thoughts you're having as it relates to that. Let me do this because the light's here. Um, so I'm believing that this number means that I weigh the 249.2, that I'm making it believe that I'm making progress. I do feel like I'm making progress. I do feel like, I'm seeing it that it's 9 pounds. There's also a thought, but that thought that I'm making progress feels like it makes me feel tense because while I understand that it is progress, and those are, I just got groceries, that's what's in the background. While I do feel like I am making progress, I also feel like I'm not really making progress. Like 9 pounds is nothing. What is that? I've been doing this seriously now for 2 months. It should be more than 9 pounds. It's going to take forever. Having all of those thoughts, and truthfully, um, while in my mind, like intellectually, I know that that's just like fat girl thinking or old programming. Which, if you are in the tribe, then you know what fat girl thinking is. But it's pretty much that voice that's inside your head, telling you that anything that you're doing isn't good enough, that it's not happening fast enough, and that you should do something more drastic to make it happen. And I know that if I do something more drastic, right? So I keep having the thought that maybe I should give keto another try. But I also know that it doesn't work for me. While eating lower carb does work for me, and being mindful of that throughout the day, completely doing high fat, moderate protein, and low carb, it's just not where I am right now. And so I know that if I was to do that right now, I would just be making that decision because I feel like the progress that I have isn't real and it needs to happen quicker. And I know that that will sabotage me more in the long run than just continuing to go on the path that I am on. So I did some journaling and some thought downloads about that. And if I can step out of my emotions and really think about this objectively, then I know that I'm on track because the goal is to lose. My goal is to. My camera doesn't want me to be great. My goal is to lose around 5 pounds a month. Like that is, I feel like that's a good pace. It's about a pound a week, and I'm on that trajectory. That's not the word I was thinking, but I have one more week in October and very well could get another pound in that week, and that still put me on track for the 5 pounds a month. Um, and I know that my goal is to get the Queens Club, and I really want to do that before the year is out, and I still could. But even if I didn't get 25 pounds and I got 20, which would be 5 pounds like September, October, November, December, it's still a win, right? I'm still losing. I'm still making progress. But that is a way that our brain and our thoughts can start to play um, like tricks on us. And so, what I'm learning from this week is that I just need to continue on moving forward and doing what I've been doing, focusing on making my plans and tracking, which I will say that this week, planning wasn't a major priority, but because I did the weekly plan, essentially that's what I followed each day, even if I didn't plan in the morning. But no matter what, I tracked what I ate. So I think that has been my saving grace. And I do want, going into this next week, focusing back on the actual planning and not letting travel be an excuse. I'm not traveling this week, and you get what I mean. Sleep and rest, it's a journey, y'all, and I'm gonna get there. The goal is to get at least 7 hours a night, and while I've been doing that, sleep wise, rest wise, I need to do more work. I haven't been resting, and to me, rest and sleep are two different things. It had a full week. I had things travel, a lot of work things to do, and so I didn't get to rest as much. But I am really looking at my schedule and looking at the things that I'm doing that I don't necessarily have to do, that I can delegate somewhere else or ask someone else to help me, or find another system to be more efficient with my time. Um, Hunger scale has been absolutely on point. I have been paying attention to my hunger scale. I have been playing around with my hunger scale. So, truly trying to learn what my hunger cues look like, because I am not someone where my stomach growls when I'm hungry. Instead, I feel really empty and like I can't focus as much. And so, really testing out the limits to see the difference between I'm just eating for emotional reasons and I'm really am hungry. And what I've learned with playing around with the hunger scale is that um, what I've learned is that I can go longer periods without eating, which is starting to prime me to think about intentionally doing intermittent fasting because I'm singing. So I can wake up and I could either push back eating till like 3 or 4, or I could have my smoothie in the morning around 9, 8, 9, and not eat again until 5 or 6. Um, so that's something I'm gonna continue to think about as I go through. But again, I don't want to make any rash decisions, and I want to just let that happen more naturally, because that would be I'm doing something that I know that I want to do, and I'm not doing it because I feel like it's gonna make me lose weight quick. I also been doing extremely well on food, so I've been following my protocol, which a protocol is just simply these are a list of foods that I am able to eat from, that I would eat on a daily basis. Um, and I've been planning my exceptions, which are more like treats, like things I won't necessarily eat every day. So, um, yeah, so like an example, right now, wine is on my protocol that I can do wine every day if I wanted to. However, looking at not only my pattern of I haven't been drinking it as much, two, it gives me heartburn and it interrupts my sleep and it interrupts my digestion system. I'm going to move that wine now to my exceptions and only have it once or twice a week when I plan it. So that's the thing. Movement. I took off all last week from working out because I was trying to rest and doing a lot. And so I started that back up this week. I'm doing the Beachbody. I think it's 100 meltdown or something, but it's 100 workouts. Y'all see how loud it is in my apartment, but it's 100 workouts. And connecting with self and others. I feel like I've been doing great with that. Last weekend, I went home, hung out with family. This past weekend, I went to Austin, Texas with my sister-in-law, and I went to the Erin Condren store. And so that was really fun. And then self-development, I feel like I've also been doing great at. I've been really focusing on reading and listening to podcasts and taking notes and implementing that in my regular life and in my business. So that's been going extremely well. So I did meet my goal this week. This week I really wanted to, let's see, I said that I was going to lose 1.3 pounds and I lost 2, so I definitely met my goal. and looking at my actions from the past week. What do I choose to learn from this? That I had to get my rest and I had to poop, which I didn't talk about that. But because I talked about like the wine messing up my digestion system, and when I don't sleep or rest, it affects my stomach because most of our what's it called, like whatever the sensor is, dopamine or serotonin, most of that happens in our gut. So if you are someone who deals with a lot of anxiety or depression, you might want to take a look or get your digestion system checked out, because usually that is the main problem. So I know that I had ran out of my probiotic, and I wasn't taking my magnesium at night. So that has also interrupted. So I'm going to get back on that this week. I have reordered my probiotic, and I even have a prebiotic to see if that helps, and got some more of my magnesium. And also building more time in this week for rest and relaxation. And then the last thing is brainstorm ways you can make weight loss easy for next week. I need to relax, so I'm going to be very diligent about doing baths with magnesium. So not only ingesting it as a supplement, but sitting in the bathtub for 20 minutes every night. That makes sure like I sleep really well after that, and I just feel relaxed. And it makes me sit down for 20 minutes and even though I'm watching something, but I can't do anything else because I'm too paranoid to have my phone in the tub with me, so I don't do that. It takes my eyes off of the screen. Um, Water is going to be another way that I'm going to make weight loss easy. Last week, I got some tea, and lemon water has been my jam. I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to try to back up off coffee as much. I love coffee. But I'm wondering if that'll help. And then supplements, like I said, going back on my magnesium, my probiotic, and my iron pills, because I ran out of that last week, and probably why I'm feeling a little bit low energy right now. But yeah, but a thought that I will use going forward next week based on this week's experience is that I can do hard things. So that is the thought that I'm gonna use to go through this next week. That is my weigh-in. So all the questions I'm answering, if you're wondering, is from the 2 worksheets that you're supposed to fill out every week with the PNP Tribe. Again, the link is down below. The tribe will be opening again at the end of December. I highly suggest that you go and check out the website, the podcast, and Corinne, who runs the tribe, does a weekly Facebook Live. And so I think it's a good way to get to know who she is, get to know more about the program, to make a decision. But yeah, that's where I am. This week's goal is I'm aiming for a lot, which is 3 pounds. Which now I don't know why I made that my goal, because I thought that was going to help me get to 5 pounds. But really, to be truthfully, I'm really aiming for 1 pound, so that I can, at the very minimum, get the 10 pounds and have the 5 pounds for each month. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. And I will come back with another video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please press like and subscribe. And I make videos every week about my process on PNP and losing weight, and my goal to lose 25 pounds so I can get into the PNP Queens Club, which is for those people who have lost 25 pounds. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Hi, thank you so much for coming to my channel. I am Marvette. I live in the DMV. I am documenting my journey to losing 100 pounds, but my first goal is to lose 25 pounds so that I can get into the Queens Club. I am currently participating in program called PNP Tribe, which is all about losing the weight the way that you will live it. So, how can you lose weight in a way that's sustainable, in a way that you can even continue to live and like you can eat, yeah. How can you lose weight in a way that you could continue to do the same things that you're doing now that you when you are 80, 90, 100? This program is all about the thoughts that we have that contributes to how we act, and that the whole point is the reason why we are overweight is because we overeat. And if you can fix what's going on up here, you can stop overeating. And I do videos every week where I tell you about my weekly weigh-ins, and I talk to you about the thoughts and the other things that are happening that are contributing to my progress so far. So if you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit like, and let's stay tuned for my weigh-in this week.